Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are living your best life, and that's what I'm trying to do today. So for today's video, as you can tell by the title, I tried out the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Foundation. As a disclaimer, I did try a sample size out already, and that's kind of what prompted me to purchase the full size product, which I have here, and I'm in the shade Custard. When you'll see when I'm first applying it that it looks really light on my skin, and you're probably like, whoa, she looks like a ghost. But you can tell, like, after the finished product, after bronzing, contouring, all of that, it does come together. So just keep that in mind when you're doing your makeup. Even though the shade may look a little bit light at first jump or at first application, give it a shot, let it sit on your skin for a little, let it oxidize, and I promise you it's gonna look better with the finished product. So don't be scared. But I did want to share with you guys a little bit about the foundation itself. So it retails for $40. I did pick this up this past weekend when it was the 20% off. So I got it for like maybe $30 or $32 or so. I'm gonna just read. So it's a full coverage cream foundation in 30 shades that visibly conceals blemishes and imperfections to create a flawless airbrushed finish. I do agree that it definitely does cover up your blemishes and any imperfections. I do have some acne scarring on my cheeks, and it definitely covers it up. Initially I start, well, you'll see in the video, you know, what it looks like as I'm first applying it, and you'll see what I'm talking about. So it claims that the coverage is full coverage. It is a natural finish, and it's obviously a liquid foundation, and it's good for normal, dry combination, and oily skin. And let's see, it has almost 4 stars on Sephora.com. But yeah, I tried a sample size out for like 3 days in a row, and I really liked the way it looked and wore on my skin. I will say I did try it with their primer, and the primer was so thick that it just, when I first applied it for the first time ever, I hated the way it looked. And then once I finished doing my makeup and like setting everything in place, it looked flawless and it looked great. And then the second time I tried it was with my regular Girl On primer, and I fell in love with it. So it's safe to say that I really do like this foundation. But I will check in with you guys later on in the day. So I would say I finished my face about half hour ago. It's currently 1:39. I did do my hair, so that's why I didn't immediately jump back on camera. So I'm going to check in with you guys throughout the day. I just have to run a few errands, go to Home Goods, had to stop at the bank, and I think that's it. So that's why I'm in like this like crew neck tee. Like, I'm just going to go out and run a few errands. But yeah, my makeup is still slayed, and I'm gonna show you guys how it wears throughout the day. That way, if you guys are interested in trying this foundation out, you guys can see my opinion and my point of view. And I'll see you guys later. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are living your best lives. Today's video, I'm going to be trying out the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Foundation and doing a wear test for you guys. So if you guys are interested in trying this foundation out, you can see my reaction and kind of get a guess or get an idea if it'll work for your skin type, if you are a similar skin type to mine, which is combination, I would say, normal to dry. Tend to get a little bit oily in my T-zone, and the rest of my face can be dry. And I am acne prone, and I do have scarring on my cheeks. Hopefully you can tell. If you're looking at my hair and you're like, sis, your hair looks a mess, I am fully aware. I just blow dried, really. I just blow dried my hair, and I wanted to give it a break before I put any more heat on it. So here we are. Yeah. So I'm going to be trying out this new foundation. Disclaimer, I did use a sample, and you can kind of guess why I got the full size, because I liked it. But yeah, I want to show you guys what the coverage looks like, how it wears on my skin, and I'll just let you guys know what my thoughts are. And yeah, I'm really living my best life in this robe. I looked more glam. I really do, because I'm sure I look like a lumberjack ready to cut down some trees, but it is what it is. So, oh, before we get into it, the shade I picked up is Custard. And this is what the packaging looks like. I'm sure you guys have seen it already all over the internet. I am a little bit late to the game. Oh my god. I can't wait to like get my new organization, my new organizer in the mail, because this is just not an ideal situation. But I am going to be using my regular products. So I'm first starting with my Girl On Laura Primer and just applying that all over the face. My skin has been acting funny these past few days, like, but I haven't gotten any like actual like pimples, but I've been getting like these weird like small dots all over my face, and I don't know what they are, but they're really annoying. Like, can you go somewhere, you know, take your ass somewhere else, you know? But yeah, I love this primer. I swear, I try to try other primers, but I just can't, like, I can't find anything that just makes me as happy as this does. Like, oh, it's so good. So good. Okay, so we're gonna let that dry a little bit. Sure. I'm gonna use my favorite brush. I'm sure you guys are not surprised. This is the IT Cosmetics 4 Ulta 101 Airbrush Blurring Foundation Brush. I love this stuff. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and dot this foundation all over our face. This shade was the one suggested on the Sephora app, but when I did use the sample, it was, I mixed the shades like Amaretti and something else. I think those shades were definitely a little bit dark for me. So I think this is definitely the ideal shade. Yeah, it definitely is my perfect shade, if you could tell. Like, it definitely matches the neck. So it is more of a drier, more matte foundation than my typical foundations. I usually go for like more dewy and glowy foundations. But what I liked about this foundation when I initially tried it was, number one, the coverage, but also it didn't feel heavy or cakey. Actually, I'm lying. So the first time I tried it with a sample of the Huda Beauty, what's that called? Primer, and I think it was just like called a pre-makeup base. And that primer was so thick and like, I don't know, it was just thick. And like, I feel like it took out all of the moisture out of my face, and I hated it. The outcome did come out really good. Like, my skin did look bomb as hell. That's why I went ahead and picked this up, because even though like the freaking primer sucked, you know, it still looked good on my skin. It definitely still did look good. But I would say, like, just if you're gonna purchase this or use this foundation, I just have some spots where I need a little bit more coverage. Just stick with your regular primer. Like, you don't really necessarily need the primer that comes with it or the primer that's suggested that you use. Because for me, okay, like, see, that second layer really did cover up a lot of my blemishes and my scarring. And I didn't use a lot of product, or I'm not using a lot of product, girl. Talk like a human. And I just want to show you, like, I had redness on my eyelids, and then you put this on and it eliminates it. And it's gonna look scary at first, like I look like I have no life in me. I hate that it does that. But yeah. I did wake up with a swollen eye on my left eye, and I have no idea why or how that happened. But we're gonna, you know, we'll work with it. And then I'm just gonna bring whatever is left on my brush downwards. And that's literally all I'm gonna apply. It's giving me the coverage that I want and the coverage that I need. Hey guys, I am back, and it's been, Okay, it's now 4:28, so it's been just about 3 hours. Oh my god, my battery's low. But it's been about 3 hours since I finished doing my makeup, and I just wanted to give you like a midday checkup, show you guys how it's been wearing. So this is what the foundation looks like. It's been lasting really, really good. I got the slightest bit oily just around my nose, which is normal. I didn't set my under eye with my normal Peach Perfect mattifying powder, which I don't know why I didn't. Instead, I set it with the Hourglass Veil Powder, which I should have known better because this is more of a luminizing powder, and I like my under eye and my T-zone area to be a little bit more matte. So like throughout the day when I was checking my makeup in the mirror, I'm like, why does it look more luminous and glowy in these areas than it normally does? And then it hit me like, oh, I didn't use my mattifying powder. So that explains it. But I am going to now just powder just a little bit on around my nose, because I want this to last a little bit longer since I will be going to dinner later on tonight. So I want this makeup to last as long as possible. So I'm just powdering with my Charlotte Tilbury, this is a long name, my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Skin Perfecting Micro Powder in number 2, which is really like, there's no color to it. I mean, maybe just like the slightest hint of color, but yeah. I would definitely say if you get oily, set this foundation down with a mattifying powder, especially in the T-zone area, which I don't know why today I just thought it was a good idea to not do that. I don't know. But yeah, I'll throw some more lipstick on. This is one of my current obsessions, but I've had this for a while. It's the Too Faced Skinny Dippin' lipstick. It's literally just a nice nude shade, which is, you know, obviously my favorite kind of lipstick. All right, guys, so now I'm gonna edit a few, well, actually I have one video to edit. So I'm gonna go ahead and edit and just clean up a little bit around the house. And I'll see you guys later tonight. So I'm back and it is now 8:57. So I've had this foundation on for just a little bit over just about over 7 hours. And this is what it's looking like. So I've just gotten a little bit oily around my nose, which is 1,000,000% typical. That this foundation has held up really nicely, and my skin is looking really luminous and glowy, which is what I like. I don't know why I'm out of foundation. I'm out of breath. But that's definitely the look I go for. Some more matte look. So now all I'm gonna do, because I'm about to head out to dinner, is apply some mattifying powder under the, well, not under the eyes, but more so around this T-zone area. And I'm using my Too Faced Peach Perfect powder to do that because it just really gets the job done. It tastes like peaches. And it doesn't look cakey when you apply this over top, which is what I like. I'm just going to bring that powder out a little bit just here because I noticed there's some texture. I'm going to put on my nose here. Okay. I'm just going to pat that in. And now we're looking a lot more matte. So that is the finished look once we touch it up. I like the way my hair like laid or kind of like the curls fell. This is like how I like my hair when it's short. Just have like a very loose curl, very beachy and wavy. I'm seriously so obsessed with this hair color, guys. Like, I literally cannot get enough of it. I can't thank you enough, Kim. I really hope you're watching so you can see me rave about this. But yeah, I'm gonna end this video here because I'm probably gonna be too tired after dinner to jump back on camera and let you guys know how it looks. But you guys should definitely follow me on Instagram so you guys can keep up with me and see what I'm up to, see what makeup I use during the day, and just connect, you know? Let's connect, let's chat. And yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning into today's video. And if you enjoy what you see, please don't forget to like and subscribe as well so you can join the family. And yeah, I think that's all I have to say for you guys today. Thank you for your love and support, and please keep watching and stay tuned for more videos. I'll see you guys in my next video. Have a good night, have a good day.